I have two planners with me here. One is from the brand called Neorah. The other is the weekly planner from Tiny Change. I have used both these planners in 2022, and since there are not many comparison videos about the Tiny Change planner, I thought I'll make one for you guys today. Okay, let's begin with unboxing the Tiny Change planner. So this is the weekly planner 2023. We also have two other planners here. This is the pocket meal planner and this is the pocket planner. I'll do a review about both of these later, and let's focus on this one for now. Moving on to the planner from Neorah. First off, we have a thank you card here, and then there's the story about the brand. So this is the user guide. We also have an hourly planner from the brand. Here are some cute metallic stickers, and finally the main product, the weekly planner 2023. I definitely want to talk about the packaging first. So both these planners come in a box, but as you can see, there's a huge difference in the material that the box is made of. The Tiny Change box is just made of paper, and it's definitely bound to tear off at some point. On the other hand, you can see that the box that the Neorah planner came in is so elegant and it's so much sturdy, and you can use this for any other purpose that you like. So points for Neorah on this one. The next thing that I noticed was the bookmarks. The bookmarks in Tiny Change, as you can see, is just made of satin ribbon. So what happens when you have a bookmark like this is that it will come apart very easily, and this is definitely not up to the mark. Coming to the Neorah planner, you can see the texture is very different, and it's apparently made of silk blend material, and this will remain much more intact than the Tiny Change bookmark. Okay, let's take a look at the Tiny Change planner. So we have a thank you card, a thank you paper from the plan. And then there's the content page. There's an activity here called Key Learnings from 2022. There's a set of questions given here that you're supposed to answer. And then there's this huge code given over here. There's another activity called 4,500 Years of My Life, where you're supposed to mark your achievements starting from year 1 to year 88. I definitely did not have the patience to complete this one last time. And then there's another activity here called My True Self. Again, a set of questions which kind of felt like the personality quizzes that are available online. So again, my life achievements, my dream life, the core values that you're supposed to understand, add verbs to it, and then there's another activity called 10 Rules I Strive to Live By. And there's another quote here. So what happens is there are so many activities and quotes that are taking off the pages. This was interesting in the beginning, but eventually I was not able to keep up with it till the end. And even these quotes, which look very inspiring right now, became unrelatable as the months went by. So what happens is all these pages that I had paid for got wasted, and I'm definitely not happy about that. We have a blank vision board here, which is nice. And there comes the calendar of 2023. and there's an ideal week design, an ideal day design, and I have to mention that no matter how hard I tried to have an ideal week, it just did not happen for me. And then we have the user guide. I don't like the fact that it is attached to the notebook, because in case I have to refer, I have to keep flipping back, and I like that it is separate in the Neorah Planner. Now I'm opening the Neorah Planner. This begins with the front page, a name page, and a blank vision board, which is great. And here comes the monthly layout. I love that it begins with the monthly layout. No page is wasted. You can just start planning and writing right away. In the Tiny Change Planner, after the monthly layout, we have the weekly layout. But in the Neorah Planner, the monthly layout is bunched together. This is a huge advantage, because when you are in the middle of a week in, say, September or November, and you want to refer to some schedule that you written for Feb, you don't have to hunt through the entire planner. You can just, flip to the monthly layout and find what you are looking for. And there's also these color tabs that are given, so you can easily flip to the month that you want. But here it would be a huge confusion to find out what you had written. In the Neorah Planner, we have the health tracker for each month, and it is completely customizable. When I flipped to find the health tracker in the Tiny Change Planner, it was given in the end, and there were provisions to track your sleep, water, productivity, and mood. This is okay, but I prefer a completely customizable health tracker, because it's not just sleep, water, and mood that you want to track. You can use this to track your health condition, the doctor's appointment for not just you but for your entire family. So this is definitely better. So here's how the weekly layout in both the planners look. Look at the space given for writing in this one, and look at the space that's given here. Huge difference again, right? And not just that, after each week in the Neorah Planner, we have a notes page. This is so helpful, because you not only have a lot of space to write here, but when you run out of space, you can just flip to the notes page and take down your notes. You can just doodle, sketch, and there's no need to take another notebook or a desk pad with you when you go for a meeting or to your classes or anything like that. And you can see in the Neorah Planner, you can write your own affirmations, but in the Tiny Change Planner, they have the quotes that are given, which, as I mentioned before, becomes unrelatable at a point. And there's a challenge that's given for each week, and it takes up like almost half of the page. And even this thing, it became too tedious, and I stopped doing all this at a point. We have a page for contacts and for writing your passwords and the birthdays in the planner. So one good thing about the Neorah Planner is that the headings are so subtle. So if you don't want to use the page for this purpose, you can simply stick a sticker over it and use it for any other purpose that you like. When it comes to passions, we have like a number of pages with some bold headings here, like skills I want to acquire, books I want to read, hobbies I want to take up. But the thing is, what if I don't want to take so many habits? What if I'm not a person who reads books? So again, all these pages will be getting wasted, and since the headings are so bold and prominent, it's not that easy to customize and make use of the page. In the Neorah Planner, page is completely customizable. You can write down the things that you really like and make use of the page. Towards the end of the Tiny Change Planner, we have the sticker sheets, but you can see that they're already starting to come off because they're made of paper, and it's sewn in with the notebook, so you can't take it out separately and use it with your journal, take it out when you go out. So this is a disadvantage when it comes to stickers. For the year-end review, it's again completely blank and customizable in the Change-Neorah Planner. In the Tiny Change Planner, there's again a list that is supposed to write, like the compliments you received, interesting people you met, best decisions, life lessons, things like that. So I feel that this planner is kind of dictating you to write the things, and it doesn't give you the freedom to write what you truly want to write. So for this, again, I like the freedom that the Change-Neorah Planner gives me. So there's like very less space to write in the planner, but then again, there's just a few pages for notes that's given in the end. And finally, we have the back pocket. I want to compare the back pockets in both these planners. First off, in Tiny Change, you can see how flimsy this is, right? It's so thin and it's definitely going to come apart. But look at this, it's much more thicker, and there's also a gusset given here. This is of a much better quality. When you buy a planner, it's supposed to be easy to use and to the point. It's not supposed to be overwhelming or tedious. So the Change-Neorah Planner felt more like a diary to me. It was very comforting to just open it and to start writing what I wanted to write. This one I had completely used in the year 2022. On the other hand, this I did not get to use, and it was a completely waste of my money.